Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Game Bros Station for another GameBrosCast and a DuckTales review.
Woo!
Yeah, brought to you by our Patreon. There's a link in the description below, but we're not here to talk about money. We're here to talk about money and rich ducks.
That's true.
Particularly the Ballad of Duke Balloney.
Oh, what a great episode.
I just ruined anybody who had headphones on right now.
It's okay. We got you covered.
So, following up Magica's attack on Duckburg in Season 1, we find Golmgold has amnesia after falling into the inky abyss
Inky abyss
of
the
Duck Bay or harbor or the ocean, or whatever, only to be rescued. Well, Golmgold was, but rescued by fishermen, voiced by John DiMaggio, no less.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Doesn't remember who he is and goes by the name Duke Balloney as a beloved salty fisherman who's happy.
Fisher person.
Fisher person. How dare I assume?
No one knows your last name is man.
No, that was a great joke.
No.
That was a joke in the episode, just to clarify.
Very early too.
But Louie and Webby discover Mr. Baloney out there in the sea after going fishing. Webby's using a harpoon, of course, the only true sporting way to fish. And debate, quite honestly, whether or not Golmgold has amnesia, doesn't have amnesia, and if, they should help him remember who he is. To the point where they call Scrooge in, and he kind of makes an interesting point of he's never seen... It is Golmgold, no doubt about that, but, he's never seen him so happy not as Golmgold, honestly.
Very much.
It raises an interesting ethical question, nonetheless.
Yeah.
But a storm happens, and the kids get cast out at sea. Golmgold goes to rescue them. Well, Duke Balloney goes to rescue them, only to get knocked on the head and remember he's Golmgold, and then steal the fish from them, toss them out of the boat, and all kinds of other crazy things. And then, all the fishermen on the dock are really sad because, their good pal Duke Balloney is, just a jerk.
He's a sham.
And we also learn a lot about Golmgold, actually, in this episode. They do go the comic book route where he is and never was Scottish. He was actually from South Africa. Some of the details, I don't think he was ever named Duke Balloney in the comics, but it's very interesting. We find that the whole reason he's so obsessed with Scrooge is because of an event he had in South Africa with Scrooge when Duke Balloney, Golmgold, whatever, as a kid, was a shoe shiner, and, Scrooge tried to do the whole gesture of the dime thing for him. That happened when he was a kid, and it didn't quite work out.
No, he was a little too elaborate in his scheming.
Yeah, he was a little more interested in scheming, it seemed, than even the money. And so he's dedicated. Golmgold's back, though, after regaining his memory. He's challenging Scrooge and giving us what I believe will be our overarching kind of plot thread for this season, in that there's now and we've had this before with Scrooge and Golmgold, the competition for who will be the richest duck in the world, and the loser gets the other person's company. Also, Golmgold is run by this delightful owl business lady who really seems like, actually just a good person.
Yeah. She definitely reminds me of a character, and I know you hate me saying this. She reminds me of a character straight from BoJack Horseman.
Ooh, go on.
Well, no, not a specific character, but I could see her as like a CEO type character.
Yeah. Where's the BoJack DuckTales crossover?
Yeah, where she takes things very seriously. Yeah, down to earth, hardworking person.
Down to earth, hardworking, great
surrounded
charities.
by psychopaths.
Yeah, surrounded by God, she is a BoJack character stuck in a DuckTales.
She is. That's kind of cool.
So the episode ends with the fact that the bet's on, and now it'll be the race to see who's the richest duck in the world. And there's even a fun callback via flashback to the old intro of DuckTales with Golmgold and Scrooge climbing up to get that lamp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a fun little homage if anyone missed that.
Yeah.
It was right at the end of the old episode intro.
Yeah.
Of the old season, I mean.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see that, even to a degree. It shows just how long even this rivalry itself has been going on. And yeah, it's fun. I was happy. The money, it's a good episode overall. It looked like at first this was going to be kind of another one of those. It's just a fun episode, and, not necessarily building anything, but this started some new plot threads and everything now, especially that, at least for now, the Magica plot thread is kind of wrapped up for now. So, Matt, what did you think overall?
Well, I think this was a really solid episode. Once again, it was another episode that I think relied a little less on dialogue and more on visual means and themes. Like, I think I was telling you before, I actually really liked the animation in this one.
Very strong and consistent.
It was very strong, consistent. It wasn't like over elaborated or trying to like be like film level type animation, but it was really good to like show the energy of the characters without being too distracting.
And you were very fond of young Golmgold's animation as well.
Yeah, when he was shining Scrooge's feet web thingies. Yeah, those things. And he was talking about his schemes and like his ideas with the diamond drill and all that. Mm-hmm. I just really liked the gesture in his face and the excitement he had for sharing those ideas. Mm-hmm. I really felt that, and throughout the episode, it kind of carried that on. So I thought that was pretty good. I like the fact that we got like a really kind of horror-esque nightmare going on.
Yeah, that was a trip.
I mean, not to sound like a broken record with my friends, but it kind of reminded me of Evil Within a little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Just like the trippy dream sequences and facing your past.
Golmgold has a really interesting psyche.
And I don't know, I just thought it was really funny. And yeah, again, John DiMaggio.
Always a pleasure to see him pop up and stuff. What can we say?
And the fact that Golmgold's actually a psychopathic little chubby duck guy.
Yeah, I think what's great, and we've talked about this in season one. In season one in particular, Golmgold almost kind of reached Team Rocket levels where he showed up and you were just like, okay, how are you not going to be a threat today?
Yeah.
But with this one, I don't know, it felt like it kind of affirmed him more actually as a villain and not necessarily comic relief, because like he's a psychopath.
Yeah, no,
this guy's crazy.
He is.
And now that there's going to be this competition, I don't know, I'm excited now, and this was the first episode in a long time with Golmgold in it where I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. And I think it was interesting too, because like the argument between Webby and Louie was the whole like idea of redemption.
Yeah.
And the fact that I think at the end of the season, if we're going down the Golmgold arc, I think there will be some sense of redemption where eventually he'll either have to come to terms with his obsession all these years depicting his life, everything is a sham, whether it's worth it or not, versus being happy versus like unrealistic goals and things like that. And
right.
I don't think obviously it will be as black and white as like, oh, Scrooge clearly won or Golmgold clearly won and that's the end of that. I feel like there might be a little twist to that later on where eventually one of them will come to terms with like what really matters.
Wouldn't be surprised if it came down to 10 cents.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That would be interesting after all this time.
Like Golmgold was off by 10 cents or something.
Or even if he won by 10 cents and it was like, I don't know, because of, if he even had it, because of the dime Scrooge gave him all those years ago or something.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Or even if just his own obsessiveness is now that he is the richest duck in the world, like there's nothing left for him to achieve. He's like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I have nothing left.
Yeah, like if he does get everything, what will he do next? He'll never be happy like that again.
No, he'll never have any drive or anything, and it won't even be like, will he then realize that everything he's done to get to this was actually just a sham or persona, even, if you will. Like, wow, Golmgold just went from like the comic relief pain in my butt to like one of the most interesting characters.
Oh,
very exciting. I hope that 10 cents thing actually maybe comes into play. Disney, I know you already greenlit season 3, so season 2's probably already been written, but if you're interested.
Well, showrunners, they definitely have a plan usually with overarching seasons.
Oh, yeah. And if there's one thing I can give DuckTales credit, it seems like they have a very good plan of where they want to go with this series, which is really refreshing, especially for a reboot.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like I said, I think overall it was a pretty solid episode. Didn't really have any complaints.
No, really, I couldn't think of anything to complain about really at all. It was just solid, it was fun, and it moved the ball forward now with what we're going to get in season 2, and I'm excited. And actually now, between Thethry, Golmgold as a young child, and then the Three Caballeros next week, we're actually going through a lot of the stuff we saw for that Comic-Con panel. So
yeah,
and we're already still just this early in season 2, so I'm really excited now. What didn't they show us for season 2 if we're already getting all this fun stuff?
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. I just hope they don't show their hand too early with all these characters.
No, but very interesting, very excited, and yeah, solid episode, no complaints, lots of fun. And I think that'll just about do it. Matt, any final words? Or, just content, solid, had fun, looking forward to seeing some crazy Golmgold.
No, I'm just glad that we got some more backstory and more intrigue on this character. Because like I said, he's not like just a Team Rocket villain anymore.
No.
He's actually a complex obsessive psychopath character that maybe we want him to get some closure that's better for him than what he thinks is best for him. So
yeah, no.
I'm happy with that.
I'm very happy with that too. Very interesting stuff. Looking forward to next week's episode. Jared will be back. He's not here because he has amnesia because he fell into the ocean. But yeah, look forward to that. And well, as we like to say here, folks, catch you next weekend. To be continued.
And don't forget to let us know your thoughts of the episode in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe, ring that bell, and we got Patreon, so please support us if you can.
YouTube. To be continued, folks.